What up, everyone? Or should I say, what's up, danger? Yep. Just in case you haven't known, we've been opening a few toys that are based off Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which me and Magnus actually did a show on a while back on Outlaw's Corner. So I'm giving you a little background. And this is one of the characters from the story. And actually, this is one of my favorite characters. And she's actually become very popular over the years. I do hope they bring her in the Marvel Universe, like the kind of the way they did Miles Morales. It's a very interesting way how they did it with him. Maybe they could bring her in, or I could see a solo series, something like that. Of course, I'm talking about Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Woman, or Spider-Gwen, which she's been commonly referred to. Check it out. And this is the Stiltman set. I don't know if I'm going to collect all of them because, like I said, the character's kind of lackluster and a few of the other ones. Mainly, I got this for these. And of course, it comes with Spider-Ham. Yes, Spider-Ham. He does have more of an illustrious career. He started, like, the first time I heard of him was in an issue called What The. And What The was kind of like a Mad Magazine version of Marvel. Okay, the Mad Magazine is canceled now, so Mad Magazine, for those that don't know, was a thing that parodied pop culture. They made fun of a lot of different things. It was a very entertaining book. It did a lot of spoofs of movies, stars. It had little comedy strips where it made fun of people's situations. It had spy versus spy. You don't know what that is? I looked that shit up. It's freaking amazing. But anyways, Spider Ham here, so you guys can check it out. See what it comes with. See the back if you're interested in collecting it. Yeah, Spider Ham's just like a cartoon version of Spider-Man, and in Ultimate Spider-Man, the cart. And all right, tell you. I'm gonna tell you guys flat out. I love the original. I've seen Spider-Man 67. I've seen the other incarnations of Spider-Man over the years. I saw the animated series in Spider-Man, Spider-Man the animated series in the 90s. Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, man, as much as I love the original, like not the original, but the 90s Spider-Man, because it was really accurate. It was really good at bringing the modern story in without destroying the original origins of a lot of the characters and kind of keeping it real. But Ultimate Spider-Man, despite the changes, despite them kind of doing Doc Ock dirty because he was all crippled, I kind of didn't like that. But a lot of the changes were just freaking amazing. Uh, and that's probably my favorite out of all of the Spider-Mans. It does cover a lot of ground. Miles Morales ends up in it. Unfortunately we don't get to see her, but we do get to see Spider-Ham. Spoilers. Here, cover your ears, la 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 la, because I'm gonna talk about the cartoons, la 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 la. But Spider. All right, there's one episode where Loki gives Spider-Man a hot dog, in disguise, turns him into Spider-Ham, occupying Spider. And then they actually meet the real Spider-Ham in an animated world, when he's jumping from universe to multiverse because they have their own web of Spider-Man. Like I said, that show covers a lot of ground, and it's part of like Hulk and Agents of Smash, Avengers cartoon they did before that. It's all in the same universe. Tells an awesome story if you actually kind of watch how it evolved, and like Agents of Smash and everything. I actually kind of enjoy the whole plethora. I think it's very cool. I was kind of sad when it just kind of ended, but all good things don't last. It was like the Justice League, like the Batman, Superman, Justice League Ultimate, a few cartoons after, you know. But a wonderful universe, and one of the best. This Spider-Man universe that they're creating right now has a lot of potential. Sony has struck gold, and they struck gold with a cartoon. And like Gwen has two different origins, of course. When in reality, her powers are kind of like faked. She uses like shoes that grips on things, and I like the Web of Spider-Man version where she gets her powers. It's kind of a redone one from Marvel, where she's the one that gets bit, and Parker is her best friend, And Parker, tired of being bullied, tired of everything else, invents the lizard serum and becomes the lizard. And while she's trying to stop him and bring him back to the light, he ends up accidentally killing himself. Or, you know, there's something happens where he dies. And she feels responsible for Peter's loss. And that's when she dons the Spider-Man outfit, or Spider-Woman outfit, is, you know, Spider-Gwen. I just like calling her Spider-Gwen. And it's just really cool. That's what the comics kind of call her, too. She's Spider-Woman in the comics, you know. And her father, Officer Stacy, is actually like the head officer. So he's hunting her down. There's a good dynamic to it. I feel that can actually get a good solo movie out of that, or like a solo cartoon, or like half an hour, 40-minute thing. Like if they do like separate origins from the Spider-Man thing, like they did a Hulk versus Wolverine or Hulk versus Thor, where they took 2-hour stories and kind of put them together. Well, not together, but one here and one there. I think that would be pretty cool to talk about some of these guys' origins, see how they do in their worlds a little bit. I would love to see Nicolas Cage is Spider-Man Noir in like a half an hour cartoon where he's just doing his thing, drinking egg whites and smacking Nazis. I would love to see Gwen in that her own world too. I think it would be interesting to see the new dynamics of the character, how she reacts with people, and how certain characters have changed into other characters, because I don't want to give anything away on it. I highly recommend watching this. I keep saying that over and over again, but it was just a really good cartoon. It had a lot of good elements to it. Some of the animation, I didn't like how they did Kingpin, for example, but the story was really good. The music vibed with it so well. The characters were well told. Good voice acting. It's a really good animated show. The word cartoon gets like such a negative a negative name, you know, but this animated movie is just wonderful to watch. It's not Disney, you know, like it doesn't have like flying munchkins and stuff like that. It tells a really good story adults and kids can kind of get into. I think that's the appeal of it. And I love Spider-Gwen. She's a natural leader. She's smart. She's intelligent. She's been doing it for a while because Miles is kind of new to it. As you can see, her hair is messed up. Spoilers, because Miles' web hands kind of grabbed onto her hair and they had to shave it. I love her personality in it. She kind of holds the team together, because Peter B. Parker is kind of a slacker. I had talked about him. And, you know, Miles is new to this. So she's kind of the one kind of holding them together. She's sort of the de facto leader, with Peter kind of being the experience and the heart. But she's kind of the glue. And like I said, she's a wonderful character. She's her own character. She's definitely not a damsel in distress. And that's actually what makes her super cool. Look at her costume, too. That is a cool freaking costume. I mean, the design of her costume is cool. It's not too revealing. I love the hoodie, too. Everything about this character is so cool. I hope they make a series, like a little cartoon. Like I said, maybe a series of half-an-hour cartoons with just them in their like worlds would be awesome. I would so be down to see that. I hope the character Spider-Gwen gets mentioned more. Wonderful character, and it's always fun to see Spider-Ham. I did a thing back on my Spider-Ham Funko. He's a really funny guy, really cool character. I like how he pops in and pops out. He was also in the Spider-Verse comics, which I'm really thinking about doing because I love the Superior Spider-Man run, and it kind of falls into that. So I'm thinking about just covering the whole thing, because as a supervillain, I understand the struggle that Octopus went through, and I just love that story through and through, the Spider-Verse one. And this is just awesome. And I'm going to step off my soapbox, and we're going to open this up with the key to the city. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Now, pop this sucker open. Alrighty. let's try to pop out Spider-Gwen first. She has small little arms. That's the first thing that I'm noticing. But she was like a dancer, like a ballerina dancer, not a dancer. Let's check her out first. Very cool. And looks exactly the way it does in the movie. And very sweet. Very cool. The arms, I said, are a little small. But they are posable. Check it out. Very cool. Very cool action figure. And of course, it comes with Stiltman's body. Pop off the ultimate head, her and her mask. That way you guys can check it out. Boom. And like I said, I like that hoodie. The white, the pink, it gives it a real different feel. It's something different, but the same. Well, I had to throw a little Cheech and Chong in there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the movie. And yes, we're going to pop out Spider-Ham. Now, he doesn't really move. He's just kind of there for the aesthetics. You know, it's just cool to have him. Like I said, his arms don't move or anything, but it's just kind of like a cool little side guy, you know, to have. Very awesome. It kind of reminds me of a Thundercat set where Lion-O came with Snarf. I think it was like a little plastic Snarf. Or the old Ghostbusters where they came with ghosts and they're just basically like this. And so you guys can check it out. It comes with alternate hands, which I don't want to pop out right now because I don't want it to have to take a spill on the floor. And Stilt Guy's body. All in all, this is going to be a great toy to have. I have a little multi-section where I have different versions of different characters. This one's going to fit right in. And as much as I like this, I might put the hood on just because it looks cooler. But this is a very awesome toy. Very cool to have. I'm very glad to have Spider-Ham in the mix. Let's see if I can get a... so you guys can check it out. Yeah. Very cool to have. And as always, I'm the Comic Outlaw. That's my toy review. Subscribe, man. Hit me up. And as always, I will catch you on the flip side.